My fingers, it could move, but I couldn't do the fine things like button the shirt, this kind of things. I think it is coming to a point where Surviflex can help me to do that. Yeah. As I'm doing, as I'm going, I'll feel that it's getting better, and that's a joy for me, and is more encouragement to do that.
And I've noticed some movements in my left hand more than before. Yeah, it makes me feel good and encouraged. Eventually, I'll reach my goal of being able to use my left hand same as my right hand. It's not easy.
No.
What keeps me going? I get better with your left arm. No, I can notice the movement in my arm. I can hold stuff with both hands. That's really better.
Johnny is ill this week and is unable to participate in the program. Arun warms up with a few exercises before putting on his splint. Seeing a dramatic improvement in his performance with one rehab session heightens his motivation.
Open your head, exhale. Very good. More.
This week, Tulsi continues to strengthen his grasp and also works on controlling the movement of his left arm.
Can you squeeze the ball now? A bit higher. There we go. Here. Good. Now move your arm. Up, 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 up. Make another ball. Okay.
You are an inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
1, 2, 3. Good squeeze. Move your arm. Move your arm.
That's a good order.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Good squeeze. Move your arm.
The improvement that I noticed right now, after 6 weeks of training, he's able to squeeze the ball, hold that squeeze longer, and even started to move his arm and, place the ball in a different place. At the beginning, he couldn't squeeze the ball at all, or the squeeze was so, subtle that he couldn't really hold anything. So that means at this point, if he wants to use his hand for something, he can start to position the hand and squeeze an object, and really from that progress into something more functional. One of those goals is already met, which was able to place the arm on the table and hold the piece of paper in place while he's writing. The other goal is to, with the dressing, able to hold the shirt and do the buttons or zipper with his, strong hand. After 6 weeks, he's able to move his arm, towards his
Nice.
opposite shoulder.
Good job.
So which was the movement, he didn't have it before. So then I noticed that the range of movement in his shoulder improved. Arun has a very good control with his left arm. The last 6 weeks, we practiced a lot of hand, a squeeze of the ball, and able to lift the ball up to like a 90 degrees, we call like a shoulder height, and also move the ball on the side, work on the shoulder abduction, And also we use different pegs, so then the coordination of the hand when you have to target the ball into a specific space or spot. So he worked a lot towards that, and he's able to do some of the exercise without the saber splint in his hand already. And another big difference that I noticed, of course, he improved the range of movement at his shoulder, he improved the strength at his hands, and functionally, he's able now, for example, to hold a glass of water, pour water in the cup, and he's able to lift a glass of water and place on a shelf up to like 90 degrees. Gonna keep working and increase the shoulder movement and strength for him to be able to reach even higher. Johnny improved a lot in this next 6 weeks, especially at the point of his posture. At the beginning, it was very difficult for him to control that movement. Right now, after 6 weeks of training, he's able to squeeze the ball and move his arm actively, away from his chest, away from his body, and drop the ball in a basket in front of him. Also, he's able to squeeze the ball in front of him and slowly bring the arm on the side and drop the ball on the floor, in a basket on the floor. Johnny's main goal is to have his hand, you're able to use his hand functionally, which means able to use his hand, for example, if he goes in the kitchen, able to hold a cup and drink water. So we didn't get to this point yet. He doesn't have active control of his fingers yet.
The impact of stroke affects each survivor differently, both physically and psychologically.
Some of the immediate challenges are, the lack of independence, or that loss of independence, right, that they have. Their lack of ability, I think, too, to have their voice again, right? I mean, they could have been highly functioning people right in their world, and all of a sudden now they're completely dependent. Many of them don't understand, right? Where one part of their body now is not the same, or it's not working in the same way, right? So just learning how to adapt and cope and be in their world again.
Some can experience fear, anxiety, vulnerability, and depression. Some also find it challenging to understand what has happened. Others can experience sporadic emotions, such as laughing or crying for no apparent reason. All of these things can cause confusion for both the survivor and caregiver.